everyone, welcome back to this channel. This is the day 3 of my trading recap. Today was a little weird. In the morning, I went to a different location, and when I was trading, I just didn't feel that confidence. And because of that, what I did was I um, did not go with my full size today. So today is a very small day. Um, am I happy about this day? Honestly, I don't mind because I followed my rules. I followed my strategy. There was a trade which I did not follow. My trade book, but um, it is all in all not a bad day. So let's dive in, and I'll show you my trades from today, and I'll show you all the stuff which I took. So today was just a $11 profit day. So as you can see, $11.65 was my net PNL. Look at this PNL chart. Up, down, up, down, up, and then down. So these down, you see, are actually not losing trades. These are just commissions. Because my profit was so less that the commissions were so high. But let me tell you. So today I took like 9 trades, which is a lot. Volume was low, but 9 trades. You'll be like 9 trades with this volume because I did not go with my full buying power. 44% win rate. It's actually higher because these trades are being counted as red trades. The accuracy fell down. Commission and fees is very high. As you can see, it's more than my net PNL. So first, I want to check with this. So today was a different day. Right when I started the software, nothing felt exciting. So when I opened the software and saw all the trades and all the stocks, I did the basically every stock in my list had the same chart, exactly the same. So the pre-market chart, let's say Tesla was, gapping down in a certain way. Nvidia was exactly like this. AMD was exactly like this. PLTR was exactly like this. Google was exactly like this. Oracle was exactly like this. So all the big cap stocks were exactly like each other. Similar to SPY. So basically, the market was deriving all the stocks in a certain way, and that's what's been happening. So, because nothing felt exciting, I was going online and I heard that there's very less market. So the R vol, which is the relative volume of SPY, today was just 58%. So which basically means that every day, if 100% people give volume to the like trade SPY, trade stocks and all that stuff in within SPY, that's 100% of all volume. 100 is the average, let's say. So today was 50%, not 50, okay, 58 is more like 60%. So 40% was decreased today. So the volume was really less. That's why it gave me a little bit of bias that today might be another choppy day. Yeah, so this gave an indication that today might be another choppy day. And all the people who have been trading these days, the market has been really choppy because of this AI bubble, which has been bursting for quite some time now. The stocks are just going down, but on the daily chart, they look clean that they're all going down. But when you go intraday, they are moving like chop, nothing else. So I thought, another day I'm gonna go slow. So I did not go full size and I just went 10 to 20% of my buying power. Small wins, as you can see, small win, small win. This was a good win, but again, this setup didn't work. We'll talk about the trades right now. But yeah, psychology, as you can see, I was again calm, cool, and collected. I collected myself before taking any trades that, hey, you know, just follow your plan. But I was a bit underconfident because of this bias I had, which is not a good thing. You should have a bias, but I was just looking what I was just observing. So there were stocks actually. I'll show you. Stocks gave good moves, but nasty rejections on the other stocks. So it was more of the matter that it was more like who picked the right stock. If you pick the right horse today, you would have made a lot. But that's the thing, nobody can ever know which horse is which horse to bet basically. Okay, so let's dive into the trades from today and I'll show you my entry and exit points. Um, all right, 9 trades. So the first one is right here, and the first stock I traded was PLTR with a small win. Honestly, this could have been a good win because this was my strategy and it was going nice. Um, Basically, not exactly my strategy, but it was somewhere near. So I went here. So this was almost, as you can see, this was almost a 70 to 80 cent move, but I only took 15 shares. And all of the people who don't know, I usually take 125 shares of this, but I only took 15 because I wasn't confident. So this is not even 10% of what I usually take because I was so underconfident. I just didn't want to take those risks. So the profit today on this stock was $8. This would have been a really nice trade if I went with big stock, but that's the thing. I wasn't confident, which is okay. It happens. Second trade was Nvidia, and this one I went with a little big size because the first one was a winner. I thought, yeah, this is how the thing is. But this one gave me didn't work in my favor and did a basically bullish engulfing. And this was the trade which I should have taken, but I do not trade 1 minute opening range breakouts a lot. And I should have taken, but I was just not confident. Today, this bias actually killed me. So if I would have taken this 1 minute opening range sorry, the engulfing pattern, as you can see, this stock just went high and never looked down. PLTR, another long, so this stock eventually reversed. And on the 5 minutes, this was actually doing an engulfing pattern. So when this was doing this engulfing pattern, I went long, and this was another small win for me today. Um, so yeah, this was the morning basically. Not a great morning. These were trades. This was this I went with full size, and I went short here. But see, I went short. I took a partial, and I did not wanna see. Just look at this for a second. Just look at this area. If I remove all the other stuff and just focus on this area, you will not be able to tell what is the stock doing. Why? Because first high volume breakdown, clean candles, then it suddenly pushes up, then it suddenly goes down, it consolidates. Now this should eventually go down because it's consolidating and finally it broke down like the second time. But because it's high lows, it again went up. So this is job, right now I'm looking at it after the move is done, so I'm able to interpret what happened. But when you're in that moment, you're not able to calculate where it's gonna go because you just don't know. Now over here it made really nice move, but the VWAP was like around here, and I'm not gonna trade any of these pullbacks or anything like that because that's just not what my trade book is. Maybe in future, if I have a strategy for that, I will. But right now, nothing. So this was a Tesla short. This would have worked, but again, I didn't want to take risk. This I went with full size actually, but my stop was See, I'll tell you why. You're gonna say, Ashish, this actually gave you like 1 hour. Why didn't you take it? So see, same thing as PLTR. So this went up and then boom, went down. And I was just like, honestly, I was disgusted. Like, what the hell is even happening? Like, see, it's giving such nice moves, and then boom, the whole move just you know doesn't work. So this is what the market is these days. Honestly, it's very choppy. You cannot hold it for a big move. It's more for range bound traders. So that's why I put a very tight stop loss. When it went down, I took one partial, and then I put my stop loss at break even, so that, even if honestly this was a losing trade, because that one partial just gave me 50 cents. That's more than the commission I paid. Oh, sorry, that's way less than the commissions I paid. So I should have kept my stop loss over here. Eventually got, like, it would have been better to stop out rather than doing this, because this eventually gives me small losses, and small losses leads up to a negative P&L. So silver. So basically, what I saw was that this was in a range right here: pre-market low, pre-market high. Then over here, the range broke, and I went with very low size, just 45. I usually take 450. I do not trade silver. I just saw this stock and I thought, this is interesting. So I tried to take a shot over here. If it would have worked, I was aiming a move lower, but it just went ahead and didn't do anything. So that was it for, pretty much the whole morning. This was the same story. Again, I took a long and very tight stop loss, took a partial, and just this was basically not even trade actually. So over here, the everything just went through. I was following the stock, and this was so what I noticed over here was this was a huge candle with a volume spike. So when this happened, I thought, okay, it's finally gonna go for the high of day breakout. So I took trade here. I went long for the high of this thing, because this closed very strong and this looked strong. So I bought here partial partial. So this was like right now the VWAP was right here. So this was like barely any risk, and the reward was high. Reward was very high. So that's why I took this trade and I held it. I did not take heavy partials. I just took 10%, 10%, 10%. That's it. And I added here because I thought this was a pullback. So, usually a lot of people who trade, this is what happens. It first goes up, it consolidates, then it goes up, consolidates, goes up. But so that is what I was expecting, but that didn't happen. And it consolidated, and it again, PLTR stuff, it went down. And these huge pullbacks, they might be normal for Tesla, but I could not bear it. And like my original entry, if I held it, I would have I would have caught this move. But because I added over here, I think I added too soon, and I eventually got stopped out. That's okay. I mean, uh, I just went with 50% of my buying power. So this would have been a good trade, yes, but today was just I wasn't feeling it. So I clearly left money on the table, but it's okay. So over here, and Nvidia long. So I did this long because this consolidated, and basically with volume, it came over here, and this was the high of the day. So I thought this is gonna break high of the day, as you can see, like the volume was going down and suddenly up. So this is a very bullish move, and that's what happened. It went up, but I only had sorry, but I only had 15 shares. Yeah, my target was like over here somewhere, and it didn't actually went to my target and just fell down. So see, like, it had no reason. See, this was the high, right? It had no reason to do this. Like, this got up, this was the consolidation. It should have just gone, but that's not what's been happening these days. So this was my last trade, and I thought, if I trade after this, that's what I thought. If I trade after this, it's just gonna mess up my psychology, and I do not want to do that. Because, this was like an $11 winning day. I'll take a green day over red day any day. Even if it's a small $1 green day, I'll take it over red day. So that's why I thought, it's okay. It is what it is. Today, you're not feeling the best. You're not in the best zone, even though you're calm, cool, and collected, but you're not feeling it. So today, it happens. And honestly, if I would have gone heavier in the beginning, I had those nasty losses. I would have gone red and I would have had a very bad day. Because once you get, so basically, the thing with me is like, once I have that bad red day or bad trade in the beginning, I just sometimes something takes over me and I just lose it. So honestly, not a big day, yes, but a very successful day. Yeah, I can improve, definitely. I can improve. I can improve a lot of stuff, and I will take some, you know, feedback and all that stuff from this day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, small day, small recap. Not a lot to talk about. I hope tomorrow will be a good day and we will be in our best possible uh, case scenario and our best psychology. So, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.